Insomniac just released a new update for Spider-Man PS4 called Update 1.05, and while there's little info, we can see what it likely did, but also what it did not do. Looking at the thing that has been in the news recently, the developers also released an update tweet on the New Game Plus mode, implying that it's coming soon, and are they teasing a new game announcement as well. And I will show you some pictures that you sent me recently, so there's a lot to discuss. Let's get into it. If you enjoyed that, then a like would be super appreciated, and let's go. So let's start with update 1.05. That is only 177 MB, so it should not include like any big features or something. We also see that it just has some bug fixes in the update history, and many people immediately jumped to a pretty cool Easter egg by Insomniac that kind of backfired. So you might already have heard about this, but in May 2018 a guy named Tyler sent a tweet to Insomniac regarding a proposal for his girlfriend, and if they wanted to put the words "Madison, will you marry me" in the game. Well, Insomniac did that and put "Maddie, will you marry me" on the theater marquee that you find over here in the financial district. But then before the game was released, the couple broke up, so there goes the good intention from Insomniac. Like, I think this will be the last time a game developer like does something like this. But yeah, I can confirm as of update 1.05 this is still in the game, because Insomniac said they wanted to change it, although that tweet that said that was deleted by the studio art director. So I still think they will likely change it, but probably in a future update. It will totally be interesting to follow this. I put a link to Kotaku's article with the full story on this sad Easter egg in the description down below, because it goes like way further with the sort of girlfriend explaining why they broke up and stuff like that. So interesting reads. I recommend that you check it out after the video. People are also reporting crashes when they simply start the game up, and then when they try again they can play. And 2 days ago Insomniac noted that they would have an update about this out soon, so I would not be surprised if that was update 1.05. I, by the way, reached out to Insomniac to ask if they can share the patch notes moving forward, so we know what the heck is going on, so hopefully they will do that in the future. There's also a bug right now where the game will crash after you play from suspend, but Insomniac noted that they are working on that, so likely something we will see in a future update as well. But the big thing is, of course, the New Game Plus mode and the new Ultimate difficulty that will be even harder than the Spectacular difficulty. So this was first planned in the day 1 update, as I told you in my review video, because I was told, just like many other YouTubers and reviews of the game, that this would be the case. Well, now Insomniac gave an update on this much requested feature, saying that they are still polishing it, implying that we don't have to wait that long, but that they wanted to make it even better. I really hope they add new trophies for completing the New Game Plus mode on the Ultimate difficulty. That would be really cool, or maybe an exclusive suit for people that finish the game on the New Game Plus mode. Just one awesome reward would be really appreciated. And maybe new things to unlock. I mean, they once said in interviews that you could upgrade your suit powers, but we did not see that in the main game, so maybe that is something for the New Game Plus mode. Of course, just speculating on my part, but I would love to have more things to unlock in the New Game Plus mode. One thing is, I think for sure, we will totally see it before the first DLC drops on October 23rd. Like, I would not be surprised if it hits like any week now. Like, next week would be my guess, because they were planning to do this at launch and they slightly delayed it, so it has to be like almost ready. When we know more, I will of course let you know here on the channel. Could be this week as well, for all we know. I think it really depends on the time they need to make it as awesome as possible. Something we should see this week, if this Easter egg is to be believed, is a new game announcement from Insomniac Games. Extreme Gamer reached out to me on Twitter, at JorRaptor, totally follow me if you haven't already, with a message from the in-game social media from Spider-Man, where someone named IG Ted Price says the following. Hey, did you hear that Insomniac is announcing a new game next week? And that was of course around launch, so that would be this week then, right? And if you're not familiar, Ted Price is the CEO of Insomniac Games, so that would imply that this is correct, and it would of course be a cool way to tease it. Could be coincidence, but IGN also has an unfiltered interview with Ted Price going up today, or by the time you watch this, so it might be all linked, who knows. It is still interesting that this is in the game, so thanks to Extreme Gamer for reaching out to me on Twitter. And if I remember correctly, someone else sent me this on Twitter as well, but I sadly lost it. So if you know who you are, you can reach out and I will shout you out in the next video, because I really appreciate this kind of stuff. Of course, if you found something interesting as well, totally reach out to me at JorRaptor. Follow me there as well. You can also reach out to me on Instagram, JorRaptor as well. I got a lot of messages already, and I will do a video tomorrow with some awesome other finds, so keep an eye out for that. In a recent video, I said that you could also send photos via my Twitter, again at JorRaptor. JorRaptor, Instagram JorRaptor as well, so I can feature them at the end of my videos. Just like Play Games Not Yourself did with this wonderful shot of the Scarlet Spider-Man jumping over some birds in awesome lighting. Love how the focus is on Spider-Man and the birds while the rest of the background is blurry. Awesome shot. Chillax is really good with stickers, making the photos in a cool comic style, like this one, a Spider-Man kicking the guy out of the truck. And let's appreciate the amount of glass we see in the shot as well. Brody got two cool shots, one in Times Square, one of my favorite places in the game. Love the filter and how the photo is like turned as well, and Spider-Man in kind of the center of the picture. But I also wanted to look at this photo, since it's not from the game but from the movie. No, but it really looks that way. I love like how sharp it is, how the buildings look like, very realistic. Beautiful, beautiful game. Awesome shot as well. That this is a beautiful game is also something we see in the picture from Steven looking over the Brooklyn and the Manhattan Bridge to a potential DLC area. Kidding of course, but it would still be cool if we could explore that. Wow, with the DLC it will likely all take place in Manhattan, but maybe the sequel will let us go over the bridge. Anyway, just a cool look at the city at night. Great shot. Subscribe for way more Spider-Man PS4 content. I'll of course keep you up to date on everything that is going on in the game and share tips on how you can become the best player possible. Like this video to support the channel. You can click on the screen to watch my video on the best gadgets and some awesome tactics on how to use them. And I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.